Well, hello out there again. How you doing? I'm calling Daniel, and this is how you can add some color to your scale. This is the B pentatonic minor scale. We're going to add some color by adding 3 chromatic passing notes in 2 octaves if you like. I kind of vary them. I don't always play them all in both octaves. Depends what I want to accomplish. These notes are not notes that technically belong in the scale, but are used to pass in between the notes that are already in the scale. The scale again is, starts at the 7th fret, it's B pentatonic minor. Okay, I'm going to add 3 chromatic passing notes. I'm going to go, there's a chromatic pass note from the 4 to the 5. Here's a chromatic pass note from the 7 to 8. And 3 to 4. 4 to 5 again. So those are the ones I'm going to use. It's basically 3 different passing notes. One going through the 4 to the 5. One going from the 7 to the 8. And one going from the 3 to the 4. Remember, these notes are not in key, so you pass through them, but you don't end on them. You don't end a phrase on them. And now I'm going to take those 2 riffs that I showed you earlier, and I'm going to add the chromatic passing notes to them in quite a few ways. You'll see in the end that there's, again, hundreds and hundreds of famous songs that use these riffs. So this one, so those are just a couple of the variations. Now I'm just going to jam a little bit with my background track and show you what can be done. There's like thousands of variations. All right, these short lessons that I've given you touch on just a very, very limited amount of what can be done with this scale. It's really brief. I just can't cover in the detail I'd like to. And it's covered in my DVD in great detail. I speed up some of the riffs for the more advanced players and make them more complex, and I keep the for the less advanced students, the ones that have a harder time picking up on it or don't know the scale as well, I slow them down and give them some easier riffs. And that's all in my DVD. There's a lot of other technique things that I talk about in the DVD that I just don't have time to talk about in these short lessons. But at least it gives you a taste of where I'm going with these lessons. You do not have to read to learn to solo. You only need to know the scale pattern. And so I'm really into that thing where it's about the scale pattern and knowing just the scale itself, being familiar with it. So you don't have to read, you don't have to be fabulous with your ear either. You just have to know the scale pattern and just start working it. You will eventually hear it, I guarantee you. My DVD goes through that in great detail, and along with the background track, that really helps a lot. Once you get the scale, you'll be on your way to being a shredmeister.